back once again, everybody. It's New Mutator here, and I'm gonna be Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, that's something you might want to look into. Cryptos. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, yeah. So this is Game 5 in the finals match between the Bros and Fellowship of the Bling in the Myth World Cup 2014, which actually just played, what, yesterday? Well, I'm casting it the day after it was played. So anyway, it's Monday today. And yeah, what's going on? So the Bros are up 2-1. They do have a tie, and it's game number 5. This is, what is this? Arcane something or other. Arcane something or other is the name of the map. I apologize, Cryptos. This is Cryptos's second map. Actually, I think one of the first games in this series was a map that he had made previously. For actually, this is a nice looking map, I have to say. And this is actually a pretty cool map. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. This is who is this? This is Team Osmo, but I'm trying to see if there's detailed textures or not. It doesn't look like there are any, at least embedded in this map. So, or actually, I could be wrong about that. Nope, I'm right. No detailed textures just yet. So the map isn't finished. It's not quite completed, but it will be for next year. And I think that's sort of the intention, is that this will be a map featured in next year's Myth World Cup. However, it's unveiled here in the finals match. And at the last moment, it was a last-minute change. Osmodian decided, he made the executive decision to include it in the final match series as a map played between both these two teams. So something that neither team has really much experience playing on. But so I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Looks like taking a pretty aggressive trade, although I don't know. How is it much different? Interestingly enough, GKG opting for Solus on this map, which is pretty curious. Osmodian deciding Solus are not worth it at all, and instead taking quite a number of these malls here. So this is another dark variant. We're going to have basically Tro being run with Merc packs, and then Warlocks being backed up by Mortar Dwarves, Solus, and Mauls here for the Bros and Team GKG in the south. In the north, it looks like Osmo. They are going to also split up the Tro. Merc packs, 4 of these Warlocks, but 4 Mortar Dwarves as well, and then a significant number of Mauls. So pretty curious to see how this plays out. GKG opting for the Solus in this game. So it is flag rally, which is pretty curious as well, since basically you want to tag the flags as fast as possible. I think there was another game. I want to say that, so yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, Majestic Falls and this map are both being played flag rally on, so that's pretty curious. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
Flag captured.
Looks like Osmo and GKG, both captains, going to meet here in the center flag area, and I'm curious to see how this works. I mean, they're both sort of going to meet here, but Osmo, I think, has the advantage in terms of the Merc pack. But GKG did tag it first, and he's just going to sit there and wait for Osmo to push him off. And Osmo doesn't look like he's comfortable doing that until backup arrives. But while he's waiting, backup's going to arrive for GKG as well, in the form of all this stuff. And actually, we heard a Warlock being kicked down. I don't know, was that Eastwind? I think Eastwind might have kicked a Warlock. Yeah.
Flag captured.
I didn't quite see whose it was, but GKG is going to back off and cede that flag. So flag 4 is going to be picked up by both teams. However, he waited until his team had the advantage before doing so. So it looks like Kruniak is going to tag flag 3. So both both teams have tagged that flag. And yeah, we hear some warlocks going down. A bunch of Mercuridia, actually. I'm curious to see if it was a warlock shot that did that. I don't think it was. I'm not sure how that happened, actually, to be honest.
Flag captured.
Looks like Kruniak is going to move up and basically push. He is going to be backed up by 2 warlocks, and Limp is going to try to meet him. And they're going to be putting pressure here on Arsenic. It's going to be curious to see how Arsenic and the fellows deal with this. Once again, I can't see them at all on the freaking map. They're just not showing up. I don't know if that's a Cryptos thing or what's going on with that. But we'll just zoom out. This is max zoom that I can do, at least right now. No other player is able to zoom out this far. I think the farthest they can zoom out is like, I don't know, somewhere in this range. Maybe even less than that. Uh-oh. Samuel is going to back up out. He doesn't want to risk getting blown up by that opposing warlock there, Cryptos. I'm not sure why they're trying to hit the river. It's not like there's any whites on this map. Trading shots there, just trying to see what happens. Although, we do see that Limp has totally moved in with Kruniak here, and they are putting significant pressure on Arsenic. Looks like Kron won. Kron won? What the heck? Wow. Yeah, Kron 1 is playing for the fellows. I was not aware of that. I did not know that. So there might have been roster changes while I wasn't paying attention. But keep in mind that the Bros are playing at a 1-player disadvantage still, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dak is an observer. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I guess Zell is observing this game. But yeah, at the moment, Bros is up by a paltry 3%. Very interesting. I kind of like this tree model. Although when you zoom out so far, it doesn't look so great, huh? But when you're playing, it looks like this. Uh-oh, and we heard a warlock, another warlock going down. Where was that at? Aha. Osmo is going to chase away, who's that? Samuel. And, you know, it's hard for me to read, just because I can't see these teams on the map. It's hard for me to figure out what's going on. But it looks like GKG is going to run in. He's going to try to go for a Donsky kill on one of these artillery units. Donsky is going to turn around and try to chase him out. And he's going to succeed for now. However, GKG is just going to run in with his Mercuridia, and he's going to just try to clean up all of those units there. However, Osmodian and Eastwind are both going to react simultaneous to that. And Samuel's going to run in and get a nice shot. Oh, beautiful shot on that Solus, but Samuel punishes that Warlock for that shot. And Samuel's going to try to run out. Oh! What the heck? Where are there whites? I didn't even know there were whites on this map. Oh. There's Merc. He does have a white. I'm not sure what the white's doing out like this. I guess you want to put your whites in the river in the deep. This is really curious. I have no idea. You hardly ever see a land white like this. Usually they're in the river, if utilized at all. And Samuel's putting the pressure on. He's trying to bait a nice lock shot. And here we go. There is a lock shot. It's going to hit both of these units. Victory imminent for the fellows, actually, believe it or not. However, the pressure is being put on. And actually, Merc's white does indeed go down there. Yeah, it looks like Giant Killer General leading the charge. here. He's playing
5
extra
minutes
aggressive
remaining.
here. Shadow is trying to keep up, but he needs to be careful. Eastwind gets dropped on by that Mortar Dwarf from Shadow, so free damage there. Loses 1 to, and yeah, so Mercuridia, when they're at about 20% health, just go berserk. You lose control of them, they just run and attack the nearest unit. So that's something to keep in mind. They are incredibly powerful, but you got to be careful for that, for them going berserk. And actually, Eastwind losing more. I'm not sure what that was about. Uh-oh. Nice block shot there from Osmo. He's able to take that out. And uh-oh, my computer is thinking about something. What are you thinking about, computer? All 3 Tro are converging here from the bros as Samuel, GKG, and Kruniak all move in. And actually, Samuel's going to move out. He's going to try to push back, looks like Osmo, from defending this base. As Eastwind and Arsenic are on this flag, but Eastwind needs to turn around.
Flag
They are going to give up
captured.
flag 1. Oh, so interesting.
Victory imminent.
Victory imminent. So what? Flag 7 is the only remaining flag that the bros need to tag. Fellowship is going to get out of there. Where is flag 1? Oh, no, it's flag 2. This is it right here. So Merc on flag duty. Flag guard duty. Interesting. They have him sitting out there all alone. Uh-oh, that could be a good shot. Takes out, manages to only get 1. Nice split there from Rat King. Nice shot by Donsky. Looks like Crypto's going to go for a shot of his own. I didn't see where it went. It was probably a dud. There's a lot I'm not seeing in this game. It's hard for me to read the movements of Team Osmo, but pretty much everybody's clustered up here. This is the only remaining flag for the bros, so Fellowship needs that. And basically a lot of dancing here on and around flag 2 as Merc sees this coming down. Arsenic is going to fall back and defend with Osmo. There's Eastwind looking for an opening, but Samuel, GKG, and Kruniak have relatively high health on their Tro. Actually, everybody has high health, but Eastwind and GKG are kind of suffering in terms of Tro health. Uh-oh, some more, couple more shots go down, 64 to 78%, so the advantage lies with the bros at this point in time. Uh-oh, nice duel there, although Osmo is going to be forced back. Those Solus are going to take him down. Although he's going to, Donsky's going to try to get in a nice shot. Oh, he only manages the 1 Solus. Beautiful split to try to minimize that damage and keep the pressure on. Uh-oh, this could be disaster. Nice area of effect shot there from Kruniak, and it looks like bros are just whittling down the fellows at this point. I mean, there's too many directions. They're just surrounded, it seems, by artillery, and their artillery is not able to respond in kind. So these Solus are paying dividends, ticking down these Tro, and just trying to take out the artillery units that are coming in. Donsky wanted to try to get a nice shot off, loses it. Eastwind loses his Tro. And Samuel and GKG is still looking pretty good on theirs. And dude, Osmo is getting his Tro ticked down almost all the way. Arsenic's Tro is out. And finally Samuel loses his, but Kruniak and GKG going to converge on this final flag. Osmodian's going to do what he can, but he's being taunted right now by Kron 1 and Samuel. Actually, no, they're not taunting. They're just going berserk.
30 seconds.
And it looks like it's over.
Flag
Merc
captured.
gets taken out, and yep, that's it for the Fellowship as bros take a decisive victory here in game number 5, 50% to 2%. It was hard for me to see the movements on the map, but I think they just played the aggressive game, and they were better coordinated as a team, I think. The Solus actually worked out well for them as opposed to on I think it was the Territories. Was it Territories? What was the previous? Yeah, I want to say it was the Territories where fellows were flagged, where Osmo opted for Solus and they didn't work out at all. Oh, it was because of Fetch. It was because the Fetch are kind of a direct counter to Solus. So because there's no Fetch on this map, Solus are able to kind of do a lot more. And there's no Stygian Knights either. They can constantly be doing damage as opposed to be just fodder for Fetch or not doing anything because of Stygian Knights. So this map, I think Solus were able to play a slightly better role than you would expect otherwise. You know, a kill here and there are actually going to pay dividends in the end, especially when those skirmishes last. They start lasting for several minutes. We're going to look at some of these individual players. I mean, Osmo did okay. Actually, he did pretty well, all things told. 10 kills to 6 losses, 42 damage. It's going to be almost the most on his team, but Donsky really pulling it out, I think, for his team. He had he's playing pretty defensively. I think his Warlock was you know, he was hanging on there. He didn't have like the high DPS units. I mean, he didn't have Tro for his team, which is, you know, so that just makes the numbers he pulled out all the more impressive, I think. But in the end, it wasn't enough. I mean, Kruniak, Samuel, GKG, they did have Tro, and they managed to pull out amazing numbers. Particularly GKG, like I said, I mean, he was leading the charge. He was playing he was easily the most aggressive player for his team, and his teammates were reacting to his aggression. And because he was initiating the team fights, his team were able to just kind of follow up with that, and he basically put his team in the position they needed to follow through and finish up. So game number 5 gonna fall to the Bros. They're gonna be up 3 games to 1 tie. So I don't know if they win game number 6, it's over, man. I'm not sure if the fellows are going to be able to pull a comeback or not. I mean, they have one more chance to tie it up, or not even to tie it up. They have one more chance to get sort of in the game or in the match, claw their way back to 1 game out, and then they need to win 1 more to tie up the match and go to sudden death. So we'll see what happens in the next game, game number 6.
Game over.